Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Try Gwent. In closed beta here, last couple episodes we opened a bunch of packs, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go and create a, deck. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make one of those monster-themed decks that we started looking for, but we've, in opening packs, we found a lot of other really good stuff that would be fun to do. And part of me is wondering, like, oh, maybe I should have just grabbed a whole bunch of, like, crazy-ass spy tech things over here for these green guys. I don't know. But we've got some fun things going on for both, for blue, for Nilfgaard as well. Anyway, let's do the monster one here. I still only got the one leader, so that's going to be fine. He's just, you know, he's just a strength 11 dude with weather immunity, and he can be kept by the monster thing. So, well, I wonder if there's like a list of these leaders, and if there's something change leader, but I only have the one, so no, that's clearly going to happen. Since this is the one with like the weather immunity, right? Maybe we should start by doing weather related stuff. Now there's a filter, so you can do some searches and things like that. Which is nice. Is events... What is events? These are events. Oh, I guess which is just the special cards. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess what we'll do, because I don't really know the names, we're going to start by, like, looking at, like... Let's consider all the weather effects first. Now, we may not play... So, first light clears weather, which isn't what we're looking to do, but... it does give you the rally, which can also be handy. Out of curiosity, let's assume... I don't know. Let's assume for a second. We're just going to throw in all the weather cards, and then we'll figure things out after that. I think that's fair. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm literally going to go through and just find everything that either creates a weather, combos with weather, has weather immunity, something to that effect. See... Wasn't this telling me I had, like, 0 of these? I think that you might have, like, some weird base amount of stuff. I don't know. It's very bizarre. Okay, what are these? Mutagen. Reset a non-gold unit on the battlefield to its base strength, then add 2 base strength to it. Okay. Or Spore is reset a non-gold unit on to base strength, then remove 2. Ah, okay. So either I can use this to heal one of my creatures and buff it, or I can use it to remove buffs from an enemy and hurt it. That's very interesting. Spawn either an immune boost or overdose. So this gives weather immunity to a non-gold unit and all instances of it on its side. Presumably only the ones in play, though. Or remove the weather immunity. I mean, removing the weather immunity might be useful in here. But I don't know. We could give shields to things. Lacerate. I mean, Scorch is always good, so they'll go in there. So, I mean, the Foglets definitely, right? Okay, so this must be the plural form of this. So you play one, you get all 3. But it doesn't have weather immunity, so it's gonna suck if there's ever fog out, so we're not gonna do that. Yeah, the other one is these Neckers over here, of which we have... Why are there 2 versions? Oh, they have different art! Okay, that one animates. So does this one. Maybe it was always the middle card that animated, and I was just being an idiot. Do they all do that? Oh, they all freaking pan like this. I bet you that's all it was. Shit. Oh, well. I'm confused, though. Like, it's just literally an alternate art version of the card. I'm still limited to 3 of these. Now, these guys don't have immunity. So, they're belonging to a different kind of mechanic. Well, here's the thing. I don't have to go all weather. Right? I could do something like, let's just run the fog, run these dudes, and then I could also do the sort of devour tech for the front row. Is this another Necker? Oh my god. So I have 3 variant art for these guys. Is that the case for a lot of these dudes? That's why I was like, I feel like I've gotten a lot of these. I have 3 of these, and 1 of these. So if I just do this, do they stack? No, they never stack in my little deck list. Huh. So Devour, that's good. Okay. I only have the 1 Harpy, no Harpy eggs, and range stuff has to be immune. See, okay, that's melee. So create on the bottom of your deck 2 base copies of the bronze unit. So use that with something that maybe multiplies or something. Okay, there's more Harpy stuff there. Okay, the Ancient Foglets, they have weather immunity and they're happy in the fog. So maybe. And there's ways to maybe multiply them as well. Like, I could... What I want to do is I want to Necker Warrior, maybe a Foglet, because the next, if I can play the fog more than once, then all of a sudden, like, so on turn 1 I play fog, all 3 of these guys come out, then I hit the Necker Warrior on one of these, it spawns 2 more of these on the bottom of my deck. Turn 2, well, at the end of turn 1, everything gets discarded. Turn 2, I summon another fog, and now I get 5 Foglets in play, and drop a massive buff on them. I need more of these guys. Oh, he's silver. Right? Is that silver? No, it's bronze. Yeah, silver is definitely a lot whiter. Just when I moused over the overlay of the effect. So I need 3 of these dudes. They're only rare. Apparently I only saw 1 the entire time. That's a little bit disappointing. Especially since apparently I ended up with excessive copies of things and didn't realize it. So that must be why, like, I saw that it had, like, 0 of 12 Geralts. Maybe there's more than 1 art for him. Or it was, like, an advanced, like, fancier, shinier version of it. Okay, so these Wild Hunt Warriors have weather immunity in the combat row. But if I'm not putting down Frost... So this is, like, the... Foggy Devourer version of this, as opposed to the all-weather version of this. What is this flame? Spawn an Orekis whenever Devour on your side absorbs strength. What is this flame icon? Because he's got something that can trigger, I bet, is what it is. This is in the siege row. I mean, so if there's devouring, then we got to put you in. Be nice to have multiple copies of you, but we don't. This removes weather from its row. So you can play it in any row and remove the weather there. Which is interesting because we might, like... I don't think we need to do that, but technically the siege row, but we don't have that much siege. Oh, here's a Devourer. See, when you're looking at it here, when you mouse over, it says the Devourer under the title. And we could search for that. So we want more Devourers. It can go anywhere. Every 2 turns at the end of its turn, destroy the unit on its right and absorb its strength. So this is a way to trigger more Devouring. Every 2 turns. So you got to play him early, and he's got to eat some stuff. And he's not weather immune. But that's okay, because we could play him in the, say, the front row. Because none of these have to really stick around. You get them to, like, eat the ghouls after they've been played. Or the Wild Hunt Riders. Alright, let me throw a couple in. We'll see how it goes. Who are you? Vampire Devourer. Destroy a non-gold unit on your side and absorbs its strength. Maybe a faster and more reliable way of doing that. It can play in any row as well. We'll want to avoid the middle row, because it's going to have fog there. That actually might be better than these guys, which is only, like, every 2 turns... What do we got? We're at 24 cards already. We're not going to want to run that many. This has weather immunity. Right. And move an opponent non-gold unit that side. That's in the pure, probably, weather row or something. I don't know. I love the prize-winning cow. It's hilarious. And it is a target for us to devour. Can devour this. It's not very strong. Does spawn another creature. So you will want to, you want the prize-winning cow to die as quickly as possible. So you want to play the cow, have the vampire eat it while triggering other effects or something like that. Because these gain 1 strength whenever a devourer eats anything. Anywhere. I think we play the cow. Okay, this is another vampire devourer. Lock or unlock. Play the crones. We only have the 1 crone. We could throw in a manticore for the back row because it's just really, really, really strong. Zoltan. Okay. Spawns one of these 2. Field Marshal, Duda, Companions. Companion or Agitator. Add 2 strength to all non-gold units within 4 spaces to the left. Remove 2 strength. Draug is huge damage. Really quite good. Like, these are solid cards that should I... Like, they don't synergize necessarily. Well, that's not true, because the Draug comes in, has a huge effect, and we could still just eat him. I think we are going to put him... Obviously, we're very heavy on the front. Now, some of these guys are weather immune. So, it doesn't mean that we're guaranteed to be hosed if there's frost, but a little bit. And as such, I think what we're going to do is we are going to drop in a couple of first lights. It brings us up to 29 cards. It's just too many. But the idea is to clear a frost from the front row might be very important. And even if we don't, we can use the rally ability, which synergizes fairly well with our monster ability to keep the last creature we summoned in play. Because it's summoned from hand in play. Because the rally ability just plays it directly from the deck. It doesn't go into your hand. We might be able to live without this guy. Actually, what I'm going to do is remove the Wild Hunt Riders. Yes, because they don't synergize with what we're doing. Whereas everything else kind of does. Brings us to 29. I could remove the cow. I mean, the cow's hilarious. But I think it makes sense to remove the cow. And then we have thinned things out. We've got the Foggy Devourer deck. Okay. So that's one option. Now I'm going to go back to working on the pure weather deck. Monster, this. So we want everything with the word weather in it. Is that a thing? Oops, if we spell it right. Weather. Excellent. So yeah, let's say... Huh? Close filter. Okay, there we go. It's kind of weird that you can't put things in while it's there. So we're just going to put anything that talks about weather. So like these guys have the immunity. So we're going to want all weather all the time. Not remove weather. The move things to the siege row doesn't really matter. This could spawn rainforest a little more reliably. Like, so the thing what we want here, at this point, we want fog because it starts the foglet combos, which is great. Rain, which is easier to summon with the Weather Hag, and then we can pull people to this row. So, I mean, maybe we don't need the frost, but we do have a good amount of immunity over there. Now, I think everything that's gold, so if we reset the filters, and just show me gold. Gold things are immune to all the nonsense. That's a swap. But I think they're immune to all the nonsense, including weather. Might be wrong about that. Okay. So we're at 28 cards, and we actually haven't played any of our events yet. Well, no, that's not true. We've got all the weather ones. And that's probably too many. Because having duplicates of this is really kind of crummy, right? Maybe what we do is... Oops. Double tap to add, single tap to remove. Okay, there we go. Maybe we bring it down to 2 of each. We may even be able to make do with 1 fewer water hag. Just some nukes is never bad. Oh, you can't. Okay, do we have a way to deal with cold units? Because they're going to be one example of things that are just immune to stuff, right? Yeah. Because we could use the shackles to help us kill a gold unit. I don't know if it's that worthwhile. Turns off an ability, de-goldifies them, so all of a sudden they're affected by weather. This ping here is really good combo with the weather. Really huge. Oh, there's the, what was it? The Blizzard Potion. Is it random? You get to choose? I'm hoping you get to choose. Because strips weather immunity from a non-gold unit and all instances of it. I don't know. It might be the way to go. Last rate, like a weather effect plus last rate equals dead row. I don't want to, like, overkill my deck here. I mean, Scorch is always... Well, Scorch I don't think we're going to need. Because the non-gold units will have no hit points, is the idea. Now, whether or not that's going to be true, we'll see. So I would like to thin this down to 25 for consistency, but I'm not sure exactly what we pull. I don't know. You know what? Zoltan? Spawn one of the 2. Again, if you get to choose one, because I don't know why you'd ever do the second one. Removing 2 strength. So, if you get to choose, because the companion's quite good, because we should have a lot of stuff going on with them. But if there's anyone who could be cut, it might be this guy. Like, 12 is just a whole lot of hit points. And this pew 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 is going to obliterate anyone who's been affected by weather. It's just going to wipe it. I think we actually are going to remove Zoltan. Although, again, the weather immunity is goddamn cool. Maybe we don't even need the last rate. Is the last rate just overkill? You know what? It is. Instead of last rate, because yeah, it kills everything in a row, but they're going to have strength 1 anyway. If they're strength 1, we've already won. What we could consider is more of these things like the Alzur's Thunder to target something that's got weather immunity otherwise. And thematically, it's a weather effect too, which is good, but monster weather. I think we're going to go with something like this. So we've got that. We're going to go and construct one more deck here of the Nilfgaard, which reveal 3 random cards in the opposing hand. Okay, so there's built-in reveal ability as well, which is quite nice. So first of all, my unique is after drawing, at the start of round 2 and 3, redraw up to 1 card in your hand, so you get to dig deeper, which is nice. And this guide, which reveals cards in the opposing hand, so you get a lot of information, but also works with more reveal tech if we want something like that. So, when your hand, deck, or battlefield, gain 1 strength whenever a card is revealed. Sure. Mangonel does damage whenever there's a reveal. This reveals more stuff. This reveals more stuff and is just fat. When an opposing non-gold unit... Choose an opposing non-gold unit and remove 1 from its strength for each revealed card. Right, so this just nukes 1 creature, which is fine, I suppose. If your opponent has not passed, draw a card. Then your opponent draws a card and reveals it. It's fine. Tibor, right, has the... He's super strong. He does give your opponent a card, but does cause a reveal as well. This is reveal up to 2 cards in your hand. For each card thus reveal 1 random card in your opponent's hand. So we'll do some of that. That's a start. We are then going to go and reset the filters. So we're at 16 cards with all the reveal stuff. We don't have any weather immunity, which means we're definitely going to need to make sure to run our clear skies stuff. But is there anything else we want to do? Well, that's quite good. That's up to 12 damage, which is nice. Maybe a couple of targeted kills. A couple of first lights for helping us clear the skies. I don't think we really need to buff one of our creatures. I mean, it's an 8-point swing. It's obviously very good. But the removal is only a 7-point swing. Well, less if we kill a lesser creature. But it gives us the option of clearing someone who's like a real big problem. One Warcry might be good, actually. Could shield all instances of one or more creatures. Maybe. We'll want to Scorch. Although, a lot of our stuff's really powerful. I suspect there's going to be a lot of situations where we can't Scorch. It might still be worth putting in, I don't know. Then we got some spies here. Look at the top 2 bronze units in your deck, play one, and place the other back randomly in your deck. And it's a spy which apparently causes us to do like card draws and shit. Add 12 strength to a random non-gold unit on your side of the battlefield. That also sounds really good. We have a lot of bronze units that we want to throw in. This, okay, you know what? We want this because it'll accelerate. Oh, it's funny because it doesn't show up as a creature because, yeah, that makes sense. We're at 25 now. Let me drop a couple of these in here and we'll see what else we might decide to put in. Gain 1 strength whenever... Oh, yes, we've got that already. That's fine. Wow, this helps us nuke very powerful creatures, actually. It's just interesting. I mean, 3 damage is fine. I don't think it's particularly critical to add in here. You can put this in and toggle the resilience so we could have something stick around. Which might be nice, because... well, he's gold, so he doesn't apply. But the things that get stronger, like while in play, do blank, keep the Mangonels around would be nice. Oh yeah, there's that mechanical thing as well. We don't have a ton of mechanical stuff in this deck, though, so I don't think it's... Remove 5 strength from a spying non-gold unit on either side of the battlefield. If the unit was destroyed, gain 4 base strength. So we can use this to kill off our spies afterwards. Give them spies and then kill them to reduce the strength on the opposite side and buffing ourselves up to... So this becomes 9. This becomes potentially an 11-point swing, which is kind of neat. Rot Tosser, Machine. Spawn a cow carcass on the opposing row. And a cow carcass is, after 2 turns, at the end of the turn, destroy the weakest non-gold unit in the row, except self, then banish itself. So you fling a cow, and 2 turns later, it kills a unit over there. Is it the weakest? Yeah, the weakest. It's very entertaining, I gotta say. Gain 2 strength for each spying unit. I don't think we've got enough to make that go. We don't have, like, the spying deck over here. Oh, this one spawns with shield. 8 strength. The cow, this guy, which locks things. Various gold cards we could consider playing. I don't know, 26 cards, we just play it as is. The extra draws over here. If I may, you know what? I think I actually am going to go and thin that down by 1 thunder. I like this, very tight. So this is the reveal, and all is revealed. We've got like the spying and stuff like that too, so it all fits the theme. We're going to reveal stuff, and we got our spies like messing with people on the other side, and that's very entertaining. So there's more decks we do have the ability to make, but we're going to go ahead and end it there. And next episode, I'll try to win a real game against a real human. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.